So let me make some general comments before we proceed to review the assignments. This class is a highly practical class. It's about Java programming. It's about fundamentals in Java programming. So there's nothing hard. I never heard any student complaining it's hard. It's difficult to understand, that they cannot understand certain concept or certain statements. Rather, the difficult part of this course is that you need to spend time and put your hands on to create your assignments and the labs and all the works. So assignment is a very important part, not only because it takes 20% of your grade, but because it's where you start to put your hands on, get your hands dirty, and get familiar with Java statements. So that's why every session we are going to review the assignment, and I also will post assignment sample answers, as well as sample videos on how to resolve the issues. The most common issue for beginners, for students in this class, is when they start the first assignment, they don't know how to do it. Or make mistakes. A lot of times they make mistakes and they start panicking. They see some red lines and red dots, red cross in Eclipse, and they don't know where to go from there. My observation is that 95% of the time, the issues in first few assignments are due to typos, missing cases, mismatched curly braces. These three issues count for like 95% of the issues you will encounter in the first 3 or 4 assignments. And I'm going to repeat. Typos. Like if you type assignment, maybe you type a M instead of N, then you will have error and you will start panicking. Or cases. Java is case sensitive. So assignment, instead of uppercase A, you type lowercase a, there will be error and you will start panicking again. And the missing curly braces, especially when you have a longer one and you don't have a proper indentation. That's why we mentioned proper indentation. If you have everything like this, it will be very hard for you to realize that you have one extra curly brace, right? But if you have everything properly aligned, you will immediately see there are 2 curly braces in this line, whereas only 1 open curly brace matching. So this is where you can find the issue. So for curly brace, so for all these issues, remember, 1, provide proper indentation and match curly braces properly. Every time you see an error, especially an error at the end of your code, try to match curly braces by providing proper indentation. This is 1. And 2, every time you see something like this, a red line under a name or a red cross in front of a line, check whether the assignment, whether there's a typo or mismatch the case. Is it uppercase, lowercase? Especially like a lot of times I see students like scanner. They will just type a scanner, a lowercase s. Then Java won't be able to recognize this. Or here, lowercase s. Either way, you can see that that's a case issue, and the Eclipse actually marked it red so that you know this is where you run into an error. But once I change that to uppercase, the error goes away. So this is one way how you check your assignment. The next thing is for for almost all assignments, except for those really simple ones, I always provide the video on how I do this, create those assignments. As you will see, I will go through even analysis and typing and debugging, even typing of each statement. And the purpose of this is so that you see how an assignment is built up is built from ground up. If you have questions or concerns regarding your assignment, I recommend you watch the video and type as I type. As I type a statement, you type the same statement. You already see that in Eclipse, if you make a mistake, there will immediately be a red line. So if you see a red line or red cross in your code, in your Eclipse, but in the video, I do not have that, you need to stop immediately and check why. Most likely it's because of a typo. All right. So by typing the same code as what I typed in the video, at least you can make sure you get one assignment work, one question work. And I think this will boost your morale a lot. And it will also provide you an idea on what the correct answer will be. Once you know what the correct answer will be, it will make it much easier for you to go there instead of try to research on your own. So make sure you watch my assignment video. If you cannot do it by yourself, watch the video and type after me. And make sure your result in Eclipse is the same as what I have in my Eclipse. And then make sure that your code works the same way as my code.